Hello, and welcome to Glass with a Class. I'm June Anderson, and I'm glad you're here today to hear a little bit more about depression glass and see some pretty pieces. Then we'll have a tiny English lesson, just because we can. First, let's look at today's glass pattern. It's Moderntone, and it's from the Hazel Atlas Glass Company. It was manufactured from 1934 to 1942, and then again from the late 1940s to the late 1950s. The colors were amethyst, cobalt blue, some crystal, pink, and platinite, fired-on colors. The blue and amethyst are the most popular colors, with amethyst being rarer. The blue is fairly easy to find and therefore the one most collected. The platinite fired-on colors were made in the 1940s and 50s, so are technically not depression glass. These are examples of platinite fired-on colors. We have a blue sugar and a yellow sugar. You'll notice the inside is white on both of these. And the bottoms are the color of the sugar bowl. And then we've got a creamer that matches the sugar bowl, and it's colored on the inside and white on the bottom. Isn't that a little odd? See, there they are together. The colors are fired on, added later. This has not been a pattern that I've gotten into collecting yet, so I don't have any of the blue that's so popular and easy to come by. And that's a shame because it's pretty and I like it. Maybe I'll get some soon and we'll look at it another time. I also have the white platinite that doesn't have fire-on color, salt and pepper shakers. And they're just the white all over. I don't know why the creamer and sugar turned out different like this. 2 different runs, maybe a trial run or something. I don't know. Anyway, I like it that way, sort of. Well, let's move on into our little English class. Today we're looking at the 6th installment in our 8-part series on the 8 parts of speech. This 6th part of speech is the preposition. As with all the parts of speech, you can get really deep into them. I don't think we need to do that with a 5-minute video that doesn't even devote itself totally to this one subject in 5 minutes. My purpose in these little English lessons is just for common everyday speaking or writing. If you're doing some highly influential communication, you're probably well versed in this stuff anyway. Am I right? Okay, well, prepositions indicate the relationship between other words in a sentence, like where something is or when something happened. If you're like me, a couple of examples will be helpful. Here's a sentence with a preposition. He flew over the ocean. Over is the preposition and tells where he flew, over the ocean. Here's another one. She will arrive at 4 o'clock. At is the preposition and tells when she will arrive, at 4 o'clock. Here's a funny little thing a substitute teacher once told my class when I was in elementary school about prepositions. It's not completely thorough, but it worked for us kids. She said that a preposition is anything a squirrel can do to a stump. He can go around, over, behind, before, beside, under, in, at. Well, you get it. I think this is the 2nd time I've used a little thing that a substitute told my class. You substitute teachers better be careful. Apparently those kids really are listening to you. Well, I can't find modern tone or preposition in the Bible, but there are lots of prepositions in it. Here's an example. It's from Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. When did he create them? In the beginning. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Glass with a Class, and will join us next time when we'll look at more pretty glass and talk about number 7 in our lesson on the 8 parts of speech. See you then. God bless you and yours. Bye-bye.